Hey guys, I'm Scott. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Next in Nashville with my guest, Jillian Jacqueline.
Hi Scott, how are you?
I am very well. How are you? That's the question.
I'm good, I got up early today, got to drive here, saw some desert, got some coffee, I'm good, yeah.
Yeah, we have our share of desert in California.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
So I have been loving your music for, gosh, I think I first heard the song Reasons 6 months ago or so.
Awesome.
Something like that. We've been featuring it on K-Frog Next. That's our HD2 station. You can also listen to online through radio.com. By the way, find that in the down bar down there at the bottom of the page. Can you see that down there? Okay. So I had talked to some of your people. And
my people.
They weren't quite sure. Is Reasons going to be the song that you release in a big way to radio, or is it going to be another one?
It's a great question. Okay. I turned that to you. I would love to know which one you think should be first. I'm super proud of all of them, but Reasons and Hate Me feel like the most representative of who I am. If you're going to hear the first thing from me, I would love it to be either one of those songs.
Between the two, Reasons and Hate Me, I'm going to pick Reasons.
I'm down for that. Go for it. Yeah. I hope people love it.
Is that based on a true story? It is. It sounds like two people that they kind of got a little something going, but it's not quite right.
Well, all my stuff is based on my story. So that one was extremely autobiographical, and I went through a breakup last year, and all these songs poured out right before I went into the studio to record the album. So that one was very fresh, and the guy that it's about, lives in Nashville, and he's heard it, and everybody else has heard it, and it was definitely like a jumping off the cliff kind of moment for me to put that song out. But it was therapeutic, it was my therapy through the whole thing.
I've always wondered about that. If you were the person,
the other person,
and now the world is hearing your story. So.
I know. I wouldn't want to be on that side of it, to be honest with you. So
never date Sam Hunt. That's
no,
what you,
definitely not. But
the fact that he's getting married and everything.
He's taken. He's taken, Sorry, ladies. No, I think that's important, though, as a songwriter. I try to be fair. I try to be honest, and there's always two sides to a story. So if I'm going to write a breakup song, I'm not going to come from the angle of, you were horrible and I did nothing, because trust me, we all make mistakes. So,
Is it better as a songwriter? It seems like it's a more fertile place if your life is a mess. Is that...
I have heard so many songwriters in Nashville say they sabotage their relationships just to get good material. It's really hard to write great songs without a little bit of turmoil, and I think it's just because people connect over suffering and pain. Like, that's why Adele is so amazing, because we're all like, oh my god, she understands my heartbreak.
Well, every story needs conflict, so
I think so. A great story definitely needs an evil person and a good person, and
Well, let's talk about some happy stuff, though. How long have you? When did you start? When was that moment when you knew I'm doing music?
It's a really long story. It goes back to when I was about 9. I did a Broadway show with Kenny Rogers, and I started opening shows for him after the Christmas show I did with him, and I did a state fair with him, and I got on stage to sing a duet with him. I was probably 10 years old, and
holy smokes.
It was like one of those things where we finished the song and the whole audience jumped out of their seats, and it was like a standing ovation. And when you're a little kid, that is the best feeling in the world. And I remember walking off stage, and I looked at my mom and I said, I have to do this again tomorrow. And she was like, okay. It was just such a rush, and that never goes away, that feeling of really impacting a group of people like that.
So were you one of the kids in that, I remember the Kenny Rogers
Christmas from the Heart.
Yeah. So you're one of the kids.
So I was the little dead girl. I was actually an angel. Yeah, that was me. I wore a white dress.
She's here, though. I can see her.
I came back to life. And he wrote a beautiful story, a Christmas story about. It's kind of like a Scrooge thing where there's the bad guy, and then his granddaughter comes and saves the day. So So that was me.
Are you? Do you still keep in touch? Are you going to go to the big farewell show?
I'm going to be there in Nashville. I'm so excited. He's honestly been kind of like a grandfather. I met him when I was super young, and we did the show for 6 years after I started, and he's just helped me in my career always. I mean, I think he wrote my college acceptance letter. He wrote just so I could get into college, and his family is just really close to mine, and we might have some fun news coming later, so I'm excited.
So I want to link this back to Kenny Rogers' page, and Kenny, if you happen to see this, my daughter will be applying for college here within the next year or so. So.
He's probably got a couple more.
I played a lot of your songs over the years, so help a brother out. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Jillian Jacqueline is her name. We're going to put all the links in that mythical down bar down here for your social media.
Awesome.
Do you do your own stuff?
I do everything.
Okay.
I'm like super hands-on. I think that is such a cool way to like show people who you are and you know what you're about. It's like free promotion. It's awesome, and I love connecting with people on there, especially after shows. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how it felt like 20, 30 years ago, but now you get off stage and you can check and see who was there. And they're like, I just saw Jillian Jacqueline play, and I get to see their face and their name, and it's really cool.
Very cool. Check it out right here in the down bar on this page. Always hear the greatest new country first, like Jillian Jacqueline at K-Frog Next. We got the link on this page too. Thanks for checking out another edition of Next in Nashville. Jillian Jacqueline.
Thank you so much, guys.
See you guys.
Thanks.